We'll pause now for a moment of silence to remember the late Benoni United star, Richard Leiter. A moment of silence beautifully observed for the man who starred during the 70s and 80s. May his soul rest in peace, and condolences to his friends and family. And now to the matter at hand. Kosanat Sibisi skippers Orlando Pirates in the derby for their third successive Soweto derby. He's at the back alongside Siema, the captain for Kaizer Chiefs, Brandon Peterson. Fourth appearance since his return from that appendix surgery. They really did miss him. The first match he missed, in fact, was the previous derby, and it did, some felt, make a significant difference. Oh man, the electricity in this place is almost beyond description. We've had to wait a little bit longer than expected with the kickoff delayed, but it is finally time for Soweto Derby number 185, and we're underway.
But this one is significant. Orlando Pirates know that if they don't win here, the chances are the league title is gone.
It's Dion Hunter with the in-swinging delivery. Brad Cross does just...
It's where Apolis operates, where Moremi operates, so therefore maybe that balance defensively that they lacked in the previous game, they might find today.
Well, Mabwe did start that game, but he hadn't quite hit the kind of form he's realising at the moment. As we get a look now at this foul on Mufokeng by Ndlovu. And so those rumours post-match. Now, Bulemodi, and the clearance from Siema, not that convincing, skewed awkwardly off his boot. Mabwe's ball in towards the back posts. Now we still have the big man up, including giving him Simango. And it might fall for him. Not often that you see two league derbies played in such quick succession. And of course, last season, as
are high, so you need to apply yourself a little bit better into this game.
And it goes from Mabwe again, not well cleared. 18 sheets in a single season. But Williams managed 3 seasons back. And what it would also mean is that if he were able to shut out Kaizer Chiefs here, has it stolen away from him, and Kaizer Chiefs not able to a few seasons back. Now Brett Cross getting his head on that after some decent work by Mbutuma. Feeding Mufokeng, back to Hoto. Does have a whole host of, across his 15 previous derby appearances, and several in his last few outings. 6 assists overall in the Soweto derby, and 4 in his last 5 derbies. Giving him some angles under some serious pressure here. Moremi is able to work the ball in. Back, here's Oswin Apollos trying to work the space. Almost a Nedbank Cup final. Was brilliantly played through here for Sibilibili. Has the pace to latch onto it. He's hung it up nicely for Mufokeng, who made a habit last month of scoring from headers, but this time didn't get the right kind of connection. Makaula for Mbata. Now Oswin Apollos, he's offside. He's finished beautifully, but the flag had long since been raised.
I mean, you know, maybe not in a straight line, maybe not properly organized, because Apollos could find himself just beyond that line.
Now Sibilibili has gone in here on Pule Mori. In from Mabwe. Back across, shouting as Mufokeng lays it across here from Butuma. Brandon Peterson gets there. Oh, what a telling intervention from Brandon Peterson, who has never lost a Soweto derby in the league.
And that is a great challenge there that was done by Peterson to make sure that he gets himself big, because he really was up in there. He really trying to play and it was just one defender from Kaizer Chiefs, so it forced Peterson to actually step out of his line to make sure that he, prevent that from going in, but also
Duba. He can't make anything more happen on that flank. Munyane, who is playing in his 7th derby, he's won 3 and lost 3. Only one of those has been with Kaizer Chiefs, though. That was the most recent one. Celebrates his 26th birthday this coming week, does Munyane. Name on it as well. We're talking about a
out winger or an attacker that has speed, maybe with the same profile as Moreno. It would be interesting to see them how they reshuffle position-wise.
Sibisi furious with that decision to penalise him. Lilepo, well, he has not got that right at all. Straight back for Sibilibili. Follows. Deflected behind. An Orlando Pirates corner. Put it right on top of Brandon's by miles, his previous best tally of clean sheets, which was 7. Visaged that his derby would go. Here's the claim for Peter. Pick his pocket. Here's Maswangani. Apollos hits it from range. Easy for Brandon Peterson. He has not been beaten from outside the box. Patuma on the charge. Simango coming across. Pirates have it again. Here's Mbata over the top. Still looking for his first goal. Here's Sibilibili. Brandon Peterson with a big stop, and on the follow-up a terrific block to keep the Buccaneers out. Now Dion Hotto. Sibilibili arriving. Back cross was on hands, and Sibilibili runs it out.
Look at this incident right here. The ball being played out wide with Sibilibili. Peterson be able to put his body in line, and the second.
Pirates have grown into this game. Kaizer overrunning it. Floated forward by Chen. Maswangane and Mufukeng trying to make something happen on that left hand. Butuma. Still Butuma. Gets another bite here. Goes down under the challenge of him. Maswangane's take. All the way to Sibisi.
Whom that can sprint out, be able to carry the ball, or maybe stretch Orlando Pirates defense. Maybe they can look into that, but they look very, very dangerous whenever they have
teammates and giving the ball away. Here's Sibilibili laying it in here for Butuma. Mufokeng closed down quickly by Ndlovu. Very, very necessary into the verge of a derby record for the most successive wins. Teasing Mabwe, finding Sibilibili. A team that has been so good from range this season, just not quite finding the mark at the moment.
Look at defensive line, look at where Modi is and where he steps up just to try, and he can actually shine if he finds himself in the right areas with his trickery, with his cleverness whenever he's on the ball. Maybe the creativity that coaches need, especially this time of the game.
Lilepo really hasn't got an opportunity yet to unleash the man who has attempted them. He's sometimes wild and wayward. As a flick from Munyane doesn't find a teammate. The log leaders a real test here. Got the Drobi era as Abdul Shabalala looks to go gliding past Siema, tumbling down, gets the free kick. Well, it doesn't get the free kick, it's gone behind. Initially thought the signal, very tricky upcoming free kick to contend with here. Cross, all you can do in the end is to force. Sibisu with the header clear. Munyadi, Lilepo. Now this is Patrick Maswangani down, clutching his knee. Lamwadu's sides this season is a decent delivery. That's his Mets. Gets away from two here. Huge opportunity for Kaizer Chiefs. Duba puts it on a plate for Pule Modi to open the scoring. His first Soweto derby goal. Well, with the league title out of touch, they've assumed the role of party spoilers today. And had they just dashed the Buccaneers' hopes of claiming a first title in almost a decade and a half.
Yeah, but you look at the disappointment in the Olympics players. It starts here on the side where that press happens again. Chiefs winning the ball, but still be able to play out. And on this side, rather, where Dua became so important. Look at that, he plays the ball and still follows as well. I guess look at Bentanjela and Mbata maybe
to do that. Here's Mufokeng, still Mufokeng. Oh, it required a touch from Peterson.
Yeah, it required a touch indeed from Peterson, who was exceptional, especially in the saves that he made in the first half. Second half, it has been a little bit quiet, but look at where it really becomes a problem again. In that second half, it has been a little bit quiet, but look at where it really becomes a problem again.
Whips it in, Machopa, and Sierra has scored a couple of bangers this season. But this time around, can't direct it on targets. Silva waiting on the bench. He's been in good goal-scoring form of late. Now Polis rolled into space here for Hotto on the follow-up, and it's in. It's Sibilivili with the equaliser. Now the man of the match when they met 2 months ago. And now Sibilivili on the score sheets in the Soweto derby for the first time.
I guess Grandis came on after Peterson been tested in this game, making so many saves. Look at the way Hotto plays the ball. With Peterson making the save. Look at Sibilivili as a right full-back. He finds himself high up the pitch because they're trying to get more numbers going forward, trying to get into the scoring sheets, get back into the game. Kaizer Chiefs defense.